breaking news just in. In the upcoming transfer window, Barcelona has already begun making moves to carry out important changes to the squad. New signings are expected, along with strategic loan deals and also permanent departures involving current members of the team. So stay until the end, because in this video I'm going to reveal 3 names who could leave Barca at the very start of the year. It's a topic that has sparked intense debate among the fans. Some support these decisions as necessary to refresh the squad, while others completely reject the idea of losing these players. So stick with me until the end and then leave your opinion in the comments. Are you in favor or against these possible departures? But before getting into all the details, remember to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. It's free and quick. The first name is Andreas Christensen, who at 30 years old is going through a key moment in his career. The Danish defender has been dealing with a serious knee injury since before Christmas, when he suffered a partial tear of the anterior cruciate ligament. In addition, his contract expires on June 30th, leaving his future completely up in the air. Since January, the centre-back has been free to negotiate with any club, although his priority has always been to continue at Barcelona. However, the club's offer has changed considerably, a short-term contract, with a reduced salary and performance-based bonuses. After months of talks, the player rejected this proposal, although he hasn't completely closed the door. Meanwhile, clubs from the Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A, and La Liga are closely monitoring his situation. Coach Hansi values his experience and versatility, but the club will only consider keeping him under tighter financial conditions. On a personal level, Christensen is comfortable in Barcelona, where his family has adapted perfectly, and from a sporting perspective, he hopes to return before the end of the season. In nearly 3 years, he has played 97 official matches for the club. From an objective point of view, Barca's stance seems coherent. Reducing the salary of a player with recent physical issues is a logical decision within responsible planning. If no agreement is reached, an amicable departure seems the most likely outcome. On the other hand, a rumor emerged in England about Aston Villa's supposed interest in Alejandro Balde, with an offer close to €60 million. However, this information was denied by sources close to the English club. Moreover, it seems financially unlikely, as Aston Villa does not usually compete with the Premier League's biggest clubs in deals of this magnitude. They also already have quality left-backs, which makes the transfer even less probable. At Barcelona, Balde's situation has changed. Although he was once considered a key player, his performance has declined and muscle injuries have affected his consistency. Despite having a contract until 2028, the club is open to listening to offers, especially after the rise of João Cancelo. Even so, the player has no intention of leaving and wants to regain his best form. The third name is Rooney Bargi, a young attacker who could also depart. Real Betis is keeping a very close eye on his situation. The interest is not new. They already wanted him when he was shining at Copenhagen, but an injury prevented the move. Now fully recovered, the interest has resurfaced. In January, Betis tried to sign him on loan, but Flick decided to keep him in the squad. However, Barcelona plans to strengthen the left wing, which could open the door for his departure. In this context, Easy Abd, currently at Betis, also appears as an interesting option to return to the Catalan club. Bargi, with limited playing time, is one of the main candidates to leave on loan in order to gain experience. Barcelona values this option, while Betis is looking to secure a loan deal with a purchase option. However, they are not alone. Juventus, Porto, Monaco, and Stuttgart are also closely following the player. The market is moving, and the future of these 3 names remains uncertain. Everything points to them being key figures in the upcoming transfer window.